Hi guys. Today we are making gluten-free oyster chowder versus gluten-free and vegan oyster mushroom chowder. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but my store didn't have oyster mushrooms forever, and they finally did, although they only had half as many as I needed. But so we're gonna start off with vegan on the left, regular on the right. I'm already behind. We put in some olive oil and we put in the shallots and onions and celery. On the left side, we're going to put smoked paprika and olive oil instead of bacon. And then on the right side, in a bit here, or we maybe already put the bacon in, and one Knorr vegetable or chicken bouillon cube is equal to 2 cups water for 2 cups of chicken broth or vegetable broth. So that's what we're doing here. 2 cubes and 4 cups of water from my reverse osmosis water filter that I love so much. And then I just put it in these jars so it's handy. So then we're going to put in a tablespoon of thyme in each pot that's fresh from my garden. 1 cup of carrots in each pot. And each pot gets 2 cups of cubed up potatoes, and then 1/4 cup of parsley for each pot, and however much pepper and salt that you like. Now, I found the vegan side was not salty enough for me, so I would have added more salt or maybe a couple tablespoons of yandu umami, which I really, really love. And then the nori sheet, I did 1 nori sheet, but next time I would say I would probably do 3. Give it more of that seafood flavor. And so you stick it in a coffee grinder, not with coffee in it, and just grind it up into a powder and toss that in there. So now we've got that simmering. That's going to go for 20 minutes or so. Now we want to make our thickener. So it's going to be 3/4 cup vegan butter. I used Miyoko's, which is my very favorite, and 3/4 cup of gluten-free flour. On the left and on the right for the regular gluten-free chowder. Of course, I just use regular butter, and 3/4 cup gluten-free flour. So you're just going to get that thickened up, and then we're going to set it aside. And at this point, I realized I was supposed to saute the oyster mushrooms first. So you want 2 to 4 cups of chopped up oyster mushrooms in about 2 tablespoons of oil. My store, as you can see, that is not 2 or 4 cups of mushrooms because my store only had 1 package available. So I think, it's got a seafood flavor to it and smell to it. So I think that factored into it would have been more seafoody. I like to keep the cans of oysters from my regular oyster chowder just on hand in the pantry. So they can just chop those up and you use the liquid too to get that nice, fresh, oceany flavor. The liquid smoke that you're putting in the vegan pot, that's to give it a little more of a bacon flavor. Careful with that. I've ruined batches of food by using too much liquid smoke. So only about 1/4 teaspoon. So I used the Chobani oat milk, which is my favorite vegan oat milk. It's super creamy. And for the regular, I just used milk. I didn't want to use half and half or cream. I didn't want it that fatty. It was really nice and rich and creamy, even though I didn't use half and half or cream. Lactose-free milk is whole milk has got a really creamy taste. So now we're adding the thickener, which was the flour and the vegan butter to the vegan side. Kind of alternated it a little bit because it thickened up super fast. And then we go over to the regular pan. And same thing. Put your thickener in there, put the milk in there, give it a mix. See how nice and thick that is? That's how you want it. And it did it really quick. So I would say with the vegan, more mushrooms, maybe some umami to get it needed to be saltier, needed a little more of a seafoody flavor and a little more of a smoky flavor. So I would have used more liquid smoke, more nori sheets, more mushrooms, and then the oyster chowder was perfect as always. Even though there's no cream or half and half in there, healthier for you anyway, and it just is so rich and creamy and such a yummy comfort food. And you want to stick a blob of butter on top and just get a little bit of that melty butter in your first few bites. And of course, Miyoko's butter works great for that in the gluten-free vegan version. I wanted to do this video for a really long time, and I hope you liked it. I hope you try it, my alterations. Thanks for watching.